This whole Elvis thing was really getting to me. I was resorting to cheap puns. He was everywhere, even in the produce section. I figured I had seen it all. What more could there possibly be to see about Elvis? That was before I found the Joni Mabe Traveling Panoramic Encyclopedia of Everything Elvis. This Joni Mabe even makes buttons out of Elvis's hair. I know that sounds strange, but I was in no position to judge anymore. I had driven cross-country to look at a potato.
Well, I personally fell in love with him on the day that he died.
Hey, talk about bad timing.
I still think he's the most beautiful man that's ever lived. You know, that's why I collect anything and all things and everything Elvis.
Looks like a trailer park blew up in this room, I gotta tell you. How many pieces are in this collection?
Thousands. I've never counted them, but I mean, just like this has 1,400 buttons on it.
And how long did it take you to make this?
Yeah, I sat there and did this for a week solid without doing anything else.
It was probably time well spent.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here, this is
This is the Elvis prayer rug, and it's a lithograph, 5-color, and this is one that has been blessed, meaning, you know, I've customized it with glitter and actual human hair. And you can take this prayer rug and do this ritual for 40 days and 40 nights. And if you have any problems like with arthritis or high blood pressure, you do this ritual in the bathroom, and then you send me $40 and your prayers will be answered.
probably answered a few of your prayers too, huh? And how much does the actual prayer mat go for?
I think this one is $800. I did my thesis on Elvis, and they didn't take it seriously, and I almost didn't graduate.
I can't believe they wouldn't take this seriously. Okay, now what's this piece called?
This is the Elvis playpen with Einstein and Jesus walking on the water. When I made this, I mean, it just worked for me. I didn't analyze it.
Well, I have my own interpretation.
Okay.
See, well, because Jesus, the biblical figure, where, of course, we find the commandment, thou shalt not be cruel.
Uh-huh.
And Einstein, who said E equals MCC Rider. Of all of this memorabilia, what is the one piece that you're most proud of in this entire collection?
It would have to be the Elvis wart.
You have Elvis's wart.
Mm-hmm. That's the actual tissue taken from his right hand.
Now, how do you know for sure that that's Elvis's wart?
The doctor said it was that I bought it from. It's worth a lot of money, though. And the longer I keep it, I think it'll be worth more.
Well,
it's like a collectible antique.
Hey, it's like a piece of artwork, right? More than the money, it's the actual beauty of it.
Right.
This is the toenail?
Right, it's a clipping that I found in the carpet of the jungle room, and I found it in 1983. I got down on my hands and knees, and I was like feeling the carpet because I wanted to feel where Elvis had touched and walked, and so I could get closer to him. And I felt something in one of the little fibers, and I picked it out, and I went outside in the sunlight, and I saw, really looked at it, and I realized it was a toenail clipping. I call it the maybe Elvis toenail because I'm not 100% sure it's his, but I couldn't figure out who else would be clipping their nails.
Could be just a fan who is very fastidious. Halfway on the tour realized, the nail on that is pretty long. I haven't cut it in quite a while. Maybe that's Priscilla's toenail, in which case I'd like to buy it.
No. I mean, there's so much stuff out there to collect. You go to the grocery store, and he's on all the tabloids all the time.
This is a particular favorite of mine.
Oh, smell this. Yeah, these are the cow patties that look like Elvis's face. You really cannot get away from him. See, I sort of set this whole thing up like a cathedral. You know how when you walk into one of those huge cathedrals, it's like nothing outside exists. It's like a whole world. And so, I mean, it's huge. That's why I take everything up to the ceiling.
Very few warts in cathedrals.
Anyway, this is different scenes from Elvis's early life.
I see The Prophet by Khalil Gibran over here. What is that?
Supposedly Elvis was reading that when he died in the bathroom. And then later on I heard it was some pornographic material. But either one, I mean...
It's really hard to figure out which one might be true.
I like to go with The Prophet.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between you and me. A quick impression for you. Look at that. Elvis with an idea. I wrote that myself.
He's just the most unique person, and he had this charisma that men wanted to copy and women, loved. And, I mean, he was like this perfect mama's boy and, a good church-going guy, and then he was this wiggling, gyrating thing that gave millions of women orgasms, you know. And in Las Vegas, they had to stock women's panties in the bathrooms because women, you know, used to wet their pants and have to go to the bathroom and buy panties. And he was the only entertainer in Las Vegas that they had to stock panties in the bathroom for.
You know, a lot of people get standing ovations. When you have to give women new underwear, that's a good show. That's a showman. I had been to a lot of places and met a lot of people. And unlike many of them, I had a life to get back to. So I wondered if the end might not be right back at the beginning. People come here to record just because Elvis recorded here?
Some for that reason, and some because of the many other folks that came here.
So what do you think Elvis was trying to do here? He comes in here, cut a record for his mama.
Yeah.
Turns into this myth, this phenomenon.
What he became known for is a mixture of black and white music, but that was not his early intention. He knew every song Dean Martin had ever sung. Those are the songs he auditioned with, and that's what he perceived himself to be in the future.
Dean Martin.
A Dean Martin-style singer, a crooner.
Yo, Elvis, hey, lady, hey, Elvis, wait for me.
No. It's Jerry Lee Lewis.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You can understand my confusion.
Want to go in?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, I figured I'd do a voiceover. I've been thinking a lot about this whole Elvis thing. It was 40 years ago, a simple country boy with only a guitar and a dream stood on this very spot. And now, 2 generations later, people are collecting his toenail clippings and seeing his likeness in vegetables and dung. Wow. I came to realize that Elvis was more than a singer. He was more than an entertainer, more than even just a legend. All the people that I've met have been touched by Elvis. Some touched more than others. I think you know who I'm talking about. But all of them had a little bit of Elvis in them. And I wondered if maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of Elvis in me, too.
That's a nice car, mister.
Yeah, thanks. Here to see the statue of the king?
Elvis, I don't even like him. I like this car, though. It's nice.
Whoa. You're not into Elvis? You're not into the king?
King Schming. He was a Vegas singer with a weight problem.
Man, you're the first person I've met who's not into Elvis.
I don't know what all the fuss is about.
You like this car, though, huh?
I love this car.
You know that Elvis bought this car? And he gave it to a friend of his?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he used to buy cars and give them away all the time. It's really something. I mean, a guy who gives you a Cadillac, you'd remember him, right? I mean, you'd remember him for the rest of your life.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it's yours.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Take the car. Take it.
What's the angle? It's stolen, right?
No, it's not. Just take the car.
Ooh, why are you giving me a Cadillac?
Yeah, you'll see. Look, you just got to remember 2 things. Number 1, don't be cruel. And number 2, I don't remember what number 2 is.
Love me tender?
No. It's...
Teddy bear.
No.
Suspicious mind?
No. Just have a good time, all right?
Hey, buddy, you're all right. I'm gonna remember you, man. Woohoo! You're all right, man.
Yeah, I knew that kid would remember me. Because he was about to embark on a mythic journey, the same way I did. Boy, I wish I could remember that second rule. Oh, yeah, pump the brakes! Pump the brakes! He was headed to some amazing places, to see some incredible things, and to meet some people who have a passion in their souls, a loyalty in their hearts. and a lot of free time on their hands.
Let's sing for it like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was